One of the problems about us here at 123Sync is we see a design like this and we always think, we can do better. So let's have a look again at our solution. So here we have an ACT database. And what we're doing with the current implementation is we create a shortcut. And the shortcut, of course, accesses a network drive. The nice part about this is everybody in that network drive or everybody in that ACT database has access to that network drive. So everybody can open the attachments to look, and this is particularly important if you have a large organization. So what we do here, everybody's accessing it. So let's take this one step further and go, okay, what if that network drive is actually a Dropbox or a OneDrive on the network, on the internet? So it has so we can actually create HTTP addresses to those files. So what we really want is if we have an iPad and we're using ACT for Web and we look at the history and it says, oh, this email was sent to you, have a look at this email. We really want the iPad to access the cloud and then go to the OneDrive and say, open this email. Now, if your network drive or your Exchange system has an interface or an HTTP or HTTPS interface, you can also go and access that file from the network drive. So how do we set up something like this where you can have an external device that is actually not on the internal network with a shared network drive? How can we set it up so we can actually access those great attachments? Well, let's have a look. Open 123Sync again, and just remember that the general settings are where these things are set up on the email tab, and click on the email folder strategy. We've added a new option here, which is what we call add cloud path to history body text. It's a very cool little option because you'll be able to directly access that attachment that is on the internet. By having this in here, you can put anything that you want, but we replace this with this particular item on the body text of the ACT. So let's open ACT and let's just go to a contact that has had that done. So we're looking at this contact here, and what you can see here is what we call it remote internet path, and that is a direct path to the message. So if you double click on the activity, on the history, here we have, and you can see right here, there's a direct path to the history that is actually accessible across the internet. Of course, whatever device that you have has to be able to read, or must have an app that is able to read .msg files. So if I go here and I just click on that, you'll find it tells me, oh, how do you want to open? Oh, use Outlook to open this. And then here it is. Here's the message. So this message now, I've accessed this message across the internet, and now I'm using it right on my device. So it's a very nice, nifty way to actually put all your emails accessible through your device. Of course, since you're using HTTP or HTTPS, you probably need to put in a username and password and have that cache when you access these files. This concludes our presentation on our new 123Sync email attachment strategy that is now part of our product. If you have any questions, please contact your integrator and have him implement the strategy at your site, or just contact us at 123sync.com for more information. Our software, the latest updates and everything are readily available straight off from our website at 123sync.com. Thank you.